everyone, welcome to English Master X. So today I'll be teaching you the poem The Road Not Taken, which is the first poem of Beehive Class 9th. This is a very beautiful poem if you understand it carefully. So let's get into the video. The Road Not Taken. The title itself delves into the fact that some person, the poet, has not chosen one road. We don't know which road, what is he talking about, whatever. But from the title, we get to know the road not taken. Let's now read the introduction. The well known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. This is very clear from the introduction that this poem is about making choices that when you have to choose between things and the choices that shape us. Also, that choice shapes our future, that has a huge impact on our future. For example, if I explain you, in next 2 years you have to choose your stream, whether sciences, arts, or commerce. Now what will you do? You'll analyze your interest. Where does your interest lies? And what are the career options you'll get after choosing various fields? What you did, you stood at a path, at somewhere you'll be in a fix also. That what should I do? Which stream should I choose? That's the state of dilemma, the state of thinking. Now you analyzed all the streams and then made a decision. That's what this poem tells. Now let's read further. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully. So this poem is written by Robert Frost, who is an American poet. He lives in America and writes simply. He makes use of simple English. If you'll read the English, you'll know that this is very simple, but insightfully means it has very deep meaning about common ordinary experiences. The road not taken. What do you think? A poet is standing somewhere and he has not chosen one road. This is very common scenario of real lives. But the poet very deeply gave us a message through this simple ordinary situation. Let's get into the poem to get this. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So basically the poet is standing at end of a road where two paths are dividing. A path gets divided into two. That's what diverged means. In a yellow wood has a significant meaning here. It represents a confusion state during autumn season. Yellow means the leaves are yellow, not the wood. The leaves, the color of the leaves is yellow. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So basically, in a yellow forest, two paths are going. As it is a forest, we'll not call it a cemented road. Roads are like the choices of our lives. So basically, the poet has two choices, road number one and road number two. But as it is in a forest, we'll call it as path. I'm sorry, I could not travel both. And he could not travel both. And the reason he has given another line. And be one traveler. Now, the meaning of this line is because he's a sole traveler, he's traveling alone, he could not travel both the roads. As a single traveler, he could go at one path only. So, if anyone asks you the question why he could not travel both, because he was a single traveler. And how do we get to know? Because be one. He wrote one traveler. Long I stood. Long I stood means he is in state of fix that which path should he choose. So for standing and analyzing it took a long time. And looked down one as far as I could. Now he picked up one of the roads, one of the paths and looked towards it till he could see. For example, he tried to analyze one of the roads to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now it means that he tried to look at one of the road till it took another turn. When you go to a path and it turns left, so that's where you cannot see more. He was able to see till the undergrowth only. So he analyzed the first road till it bent to a undergrowth. It turned its way. Then took the other just as fair. Now he analyzed the first part. Now he's taking the second path. Just as fair means giving it also a fair chance. And having perhaps the better claim. Of course, he found the second one, the better one. Because it was grassy and wanted wear. Now this line is very 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 important. Why did he found the second road to be better? Because it was grassy. Means it has long grasses grown over there and wanted where it was not used. Not many people have gone through that road, even though a good number have gone, but not much used as much as the first one. Though, as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Warn them means the usage of the road. The number of people who have passed from that road is okay. Like some has gone through first, some has, the number is same, almost same. But still the second one is used lesser. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Now this means that both the roads are equal. Equally lay means it's the morning time. This is quite clear in the poem. And no sleeves had trodden back black. It means that no one has stepped on the leaves so they turn black. When you move on a road, that leaves turn black because of the dust on your shoes and all. But as it is the morning time, none of the person has traveled both the roads. So they are a fresh path for the poet. So he does not know which path should he take. So he's confused. If there were steps on the first path, he would have gone there. But there were no steps. No leaf had trodden black. None of the leaves were stepped on. Why? Oh, I kept the first for another day. Now is the decision making time. The poet has left the first road, which bent in an undergrowth. He left that road. He kept it for another day. That I'll take this road some other day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way. But he knew that there is no way to come back. Once gone on a path, the path continues. Life never comes to reverse mode. I doubted if I should ever come back. And the poet is very well aware of this fact that he'll not be able to come back because life keeps on going and there is no reverse back path. So he even doubted himself. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Now the poet is telling about us, about his future, that I will be telling this with a sigh. I don't know of what. So the poet Robert Frost is telling us that I will be telling this with a sigh. Sigh means a state of happiness, regret, sigh of whatever. This has not been told. That sigh will be of what? Somewhere ages and ages hence. Now this line will I'll explain this whole paragraph at the end so that there's a better explanation. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Now the poet is telling us that in future, somewhere ages and ages hence means somewhere years after years, hence means from now. From now, years after years, I will be telling this with a sigh. He chose the second road. Now, what was the result of this? He'll try to tell us with a sigh. Now, if the path was good, he will tell us with a sigh of happiness. If he regretted, he will tell us with a sigh of regret or sadness. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. He took the road which was less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. And that made a significant difference in his life. So now you all must be wondering that he has just taken one path, why he couldn't come back. So this is a poem which is related to the life of Robert Frost, which is to choose his career. One option was some other career, and one was an option to become a poet. So the when he tells that two roads diverged in the yellow wood, he meant that two careers were lying in front of me to be something else or the poet. And of course he could not be both because both are very important jobs. He could not do both of them. And be one traveler long stood. Of course he was the only one who could do his career. So he thought a lot about his career. And he tried to analyze his life as some other person, some other career pursuing something else. But he could not guess what the circumstances will be in future. Then took the other just as for then he analyzed his life as a poet and having perhaps the better claim. Now if a person chooses his life career of his interest, what he loves to do. If your hobby turns into your career, that's the best part. And of course, he found his life to be better as a poet because it was grassy and wanted wear. At the time this poem was written, the poets were very less. Like in out of 100, only one or two were poet. Today, each and every child is a poet, everyone is an artist. But at that time, there were very few. And many few take it as a career because there are very less chances to become a popular one. So, it was very difficult to choose this as a path. And both that morning equally late. Now he was very confused at which path should he take. He left the other career options and he chose to be a poet. Now the last paragraph, which is very important, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Now the poet is telling us that I have taken the path of a poet, but I don't know will I become popular or not. So I will be telling you this with a sigh. But of course we got the answer that he is expressing the sigh of happiness, because if we are reading his poem, that's quite evident that he became famous. So he took the road which was less traveled by, which is the path of a poet, and that has made all the difference. That's why we know him today as Robert Frost, and we are reading about his poem, The Road Not Taken. I hope this poem I have made simpler for you. I tried my best. If you like it, do comment and tell me more, and I'll post some more videos. Till then, have a great day. Keep learning English, it's a unique language. Thank you.